shape and mold me.
This is the best 14-inch laptop ever made. Let's review Asus Zephyrus G14. There is a lot to love about Zephyrus G14, such as build quality, performance, screen quality, and lots of other things. But let's start with the body. The chassis of this laptop made out of aluminum and magnesium alloy, which feels great and light in the hand. It only weighs around 1.6 kilograms, which is nice. The keyboard is good. I like the keyboard. I like the tactility. I know you may want to have a full-size keyboard, but it's a 14-inch laptop and you can't expect more. The trackpad is made out of glass. I like it. It's tactile, it's accurate, and I loved using it. There is no problem with that. And about the ports. On the right, we got two USB Type-A ports with 10 gigabit per second speed and one USB Type-C also with 10 gigabit per second speed, and another port which is micro SD, which I loved to see that it's a full-size SD card port, but it is fine for the 14-inch device. And on the left, we got charging port which can charge this laptop up to 240 watts, an HDMI 2.1 port, and also another USB Type-C with, I think, USB 4 support, which is nice. And also there is an audio combo jack, which has one of the best audio output qualities I've ever seen in a laptop. It was great. The hinge, the lid, and everything is great, and I think I can give this laptop a 10 out of 10 score because it deserves it and I like it. There is no problem with that. About the screen, it has this model right here has a 2.5K 165 Hz screen with up to 500 nits of brightness. Just look how bright it is. It's an IPS LCD panel, which is nice, and I think there is no problem with that. But there is another variant with a mini LED panel, which was better than this model and has up to 1000 nits of brightness, which is nice. But it is good enough for, I think, every people in the world because it has 100% of sRGB color coverage and DCI-P3 color coverage, which is nice. Also, Asus called this screen Nebula display. That's just branding, which is great. It's a Nebula, it's a good Nebula screen at least. For the screen part, I can give this laptop a 9 out of 10 score, which is good because I really wanted to see mini LED in this configuration too, but they don't sell this model with mini LED version. I think mini LED version is only available with 4080 and 4090 versions. This is 4070. About 4070, let's talk about performance. This laptop has a Ryzen 9 7940H CPU with 8 cores and 16 threads, an RTX 4070 with 120 watts of power with 8 gigabytes of VRAM, and also 32 gigabytes of RAM. This 32 gigabytes of RAM is good for this laptop, but for upgradability, you will get only one port, which is okay for this kind of machines. We tested a lot of benchmarks in this laptop, such as Cinebench R23 or Cinebench 2024. In Cinebench R23, we got nice results. In single core, we got 1767 score for single core. For multi-core, we got 16,535 scores, which is nice. I think it is one of the best Ryzen scores we've ever seen this year. Also, we got 107 scores in Cinebench 2024 and 956 in multi-core, and also in GPU test because it has RTX 4070 and it can run that test. Got 11,901 score, which is nice. It means this is a powerful laptop that can do a lot of things for you. Also, we tested Geekbench. You can see the scores on the screen. We tested Time Spy, which showed us how powerful this laptop can be in 3D applications or gaming, which is nice. And overall, I think I like the performance of this laptop. In crystal disk mark, we got good results for SSD, as you can see on the screen, and there is no problem with the SSD in this laptop, nor in the RAM. But you can upgrade the SSDs easily without any problem. We tested some games in this laptop too, like Cyberpunk 2077. In Cyberpunk, in the Ray Tracing Ultra preset, we got 8, 29, and 45 scores. In Rainbow Six Siege, we got 180 FPS for the minimum and 239 for average FPS and 281 for the maximum FPS in Ultra preset, which is nice, and it means it can do better than the screen. And you can use the best of this screen easily with this laptop. In Valorant, we got in the highest preset available, we got 280 minimum FPS, 305 average FPS, and 390 maximum FPS for this laptop. It toasted Valorant easily without any problem. But in Apex Legends, we got 84 for the minimum. It's a little too low for minimum, but we got 129 for average and 174 for the maximum, which is a good FPS for Apex Legends in a 14-inch laptop. But you can boost your FPS easily by turning off Mux Switch and using your NVIDIA discrete GPU easily. We played Dota 2 and CS2. You can see the scores on the screen, and it was a great experience. Also, we ran benchmark on Red Dead Redemption 2. It was a good experience too, and there was no problem with that. We got more than 30 FPS, which is fine for that game. It's an AMD-like game, so you will get a little performance drop in Intel CPUs and NVIDIA GPUs, which this laptop has NVIDIA GPU. Overall, I like the performance of this laptop, but there is one application that can't still run at its best on AMD CPUs, which is Adobe Premiere. In Adobe Premiere, we got good results. It wasn't that bad. We got 5 minutes and 34 seconds for our render project and test render project, and there was no problem with that, and it's a good score for this laptop. There is no problem with that. But if you buy a Intel laptop in this price range, you will get better results, like 4 minutes and a half or something like that. In the performance part, I can give this laptop a solid 9 out of 10. I could give it even 10 out of 10 because of the chassis, because of the cooling design. But 9 out of 10 I think is a good score for this laptop. Also, the surface temperature is fine. I got one problem and it was on Rainbow Six game. In Rainbow Six, the F and G keys are a little too hot for my hand, but WASD buttons and arrow keys are as cold as the room you have, and it was a good experience overall. About the speakers are good and there is no problem with that, but it's a 14-inch Windows laptop and you can expect a lot, but it is okay and I didn't have any problem with that. About the webcam quality, this laptop has a good webcam quality. It's a good webcam. It has 1080p resolution and I like it. But what do you think about the microphone quality? Tell us in the comments below. And battery life. Because it's a AMD laptop, it should have good battery life. And because of AMD CPU, I got around 10 hours of battery life in this laptop easily without any problem. And because of that, I can suggest you to buy this laptop if you don't want to carry your charger everywhere you go. Just go and buy this laptop. It's a full day battery life laptop and I didn't have any problem with it, and I can say one of the most beautiful things about this laptop was battery life. It was amazing. Overall, I can say this laptop is one of the best laptops I've ever seen, and Zephyrus G14 is still rocking. After 2 years, after 3 years, it's still rocking and it's the best 14-inch laptop available in the market. What do you think about it? Our overall score for this laptop is 9 out of 10. It means if you want to buy a 14-inch laptop, just go and buy this one without any problem. What do you think about this laptop? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. This is the best 14-inch laptop ever made. Let's review Asus Zephyrus G14. I love this laptop. There is a lot to love about this laptop. Hello.